No, this early document, we see the idea of prophets was still kind of a thing that was uh, around. Now, church very early on said, Christ sealed the prophets, there's no more prophets. This is a very, very early work. It talks about the Eucharist, it talks about baptism. If you can't do baptism this way, then do it this way, then do it this way, then do it this way. Um, Very important. Um, and It also talks about the importance of being in communion, and that fasting days are not on um, Monday and Thursday anymore. They're Wednesday and Friday, and the day of worship is on Sunday, the first day of the week. Um, but yeah, and it talks about saying the Lord's Prayer 3 times a day, which the Eastern Orthodox do. Silent prayer we face East, and we say the Lord's Prayer. Um, so yeah, um, this is a very important document, and why is it in Scripture? Um, because everybody knew it. Actually, if you look at Athanasius's 39th Paschal Letter of AD 367, he said, "You read the Didache before you read anything in the New Testament," and that usually was the case. That the Didache was supposed to be read before you read anything in the New Testament. Now, there's a longer version called the Diasilica, which is the Didache just with a lot more stuff in there. Now, somebody said that it had the thing in there, you must hate your mother and father. That's not in here. Um, it, but yeah, um, you see, I used the Robert Donaldson translation. Um, Fine translation. But early Christian writings, I suggest that people check this out. Um, but yeah, it's I really like this document. I mean, I love the Didache. Um, and you know, one of the Gospels says, "Do unto others as you would like done unto yourself." But the Didache, which is arguably earlier, says, it says right here, love your neighbor as yourself, and do not do to another what you do not want done to you. Um, it's funny, people say, "Oh, well, that's also in the Tao Te Ching." Um, and I mean, we Orthodox always talk about how Taoism is probably the closest thing to Orthodoxy. Um, but I'm sure this is a pretty common idea. Um, well, not common, but it's in Christianity. It might have been around in um, the Greeks or the Jews, but yeah, it definitely is in the earliest part of Christianity. So the Christians have this, and actually, this was since this was read before you were even allowed to read parts of the gospel. This was the basis of it. It was, you know, don't do to another person that which you wouldn't want done to yourself. That's the beginning of the Christian morality, right? The Didache is a great work, and that's why this is the third part. It's not me reading it; it's just going over it. Um, if you have any questions, just let me know, and I'd we'll be happy to answer them for you. Peace to you.